Discussions with Dee Dee Parker. Welcome back, welcome back, welcome back. You like that little anthem? Little fun, not just concoction. Anyway, welcome to Discussions with DT Parker. Twitch, Baby Brock, I'm back. Twitch is activated. IG Live is activated. And of course, this will go up on YouTube. For all of my folks on YouTube that have already done so, that have already liked, subscribed, followed, and shared, I appreciate you very much. If you haven't already done so, please go ahead, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. Do your girl Dee Dee Parker a favor. I need to get to 500 subscribers. I got 165 on YouTube, so that's the goal. I need to get to that. I'm going to set a goal, like, by August. Is that too long of a goal? By August, I'm going to do that. But anyway, we have another good discussions with Dee Dee Parker. I don't want to say I dread talking about this clown, but I kind of do dread talking about this clown. Him and the other clown. I feel like it's one big circus. Baby Brock, not to put you on the spot, I just want to know, when did men get so gossipy? Chatty patties is what I call them. Jeez, you men been chatting. We be chatting out here. But anyway, so we'll take a listen to this video with Stephen A. Smith on Cam Newton's show, where he says he cannot be with a woman who does not prioritize cooking. If I have to do it, then why are they there? Basically, take a listen to what he says, because, yeah, don't shoot the messenger. Hold on one second. Here we go. Uh-oh, it stopped. Hold on. Here we go.
In a woman.
What?
Intelligence, conversation. Well, let me guess. Let me scratch that. That's 2 and 3 on the list. Sex appeal starts. It starts there. If I'm not interested, I'm not interested. Yeah, it's just that. It's just the truth. We're not going to sit here and lie. If I'm not attracted to you, it ain't going to work. It's not going to work. Okay? I like what I like, and you need to possess those qualities. Otherwise, it's just not going to work. It's just that simple. Sex appeal. Figure it out. So that conversation, intellect, and domesticating. Because you see, I say that. I'm seriously. Somebody needs to say that. We need to stop this shit. This assault against masculinity, it's going to end with this. I don't care. I can cook for myself. I don't want to. I want you to cook. I'll pay for the food. I'll take you out. I'll take you out every week. Yeah. We're doing it. But damn it, listen, my sister Carmen, one of the greatest cooks ever. Rashawn could throw down, by the way. He can cook too, right? I'm not him.
I see, baby. Right,
see, he don't mind. He'll tell the wife, I got you, baby. I got this. Let me cook the chicken. Hell no, that ain't Steven. No. Only thing I'm doing for myself is getting up for some cereal. That's it. I'm not cooking. I don't feel like it. If I have to do that, why do I need you? But that's me. I'm just being that. I understand it comes across as chauvinistic, but I just been saying, I'll take you out. I'll buy the food. I'll take care of whatever you need me to take care of. But damn it, I walk through my crib and you there. I better not smell pine sol. There's a problem. If I'm smelling pine sol, why are you there? Why?
What do you mean?
My sister has her own family. If my sister knows I'm coming, the minute I walk through the door, I'm smelling food. She knows that. She's my sister. You the woman in my life and I'm smelling pine sol? That ain't gonna last. What do you look for
Wait a minute now.
in a woman?
Pine sol mean the house is clean now? Am I missing something? Okay. Baby Brock said when they started having a social media following that will listen to whatever they say, that's why they chat. Some of them is some chatty patties, chill. Anyway, new folks. We are discussing Discussions with Dee Dee Parker. Stephen A. Smith says he can't be with a woman who does not prioritize cooking. He said, if I have to do the cooking, if I have to do that, then what do I need you for? I feel the same way. I don't know. This is the old age conversation. I feel like we keep having these conversations. What up, S Squad Studios? Welcome to Discussions with Dee Dee Parker. We are chatting about Stephen A. Smith saying he can't be with a woman who does not prioritize cooking. He said, if I have to do that, then why do I need you? I don't even want to get into we're not even going to get into this debate. This 50-50 debate. Not going to do it today, chill. Because I'm just saying, because some of you, some, not all of you, I know that's right, S-Squads. Clock it one time for the one time for the one time. Whatever, OC baby. Clock it for the one time for the one time. I like a man that can cook too, baby. Come knowing how to cook over here, because Didi Barker's not going to be cooking 7 days a week. That feels like too much. Especially if I got to still work and hold down a job and pay 50% of half of these bills. And you want me to what? Cook every day? Baby? Probably ain't going to happen. I'm going to be honest with you. The wonderful thing I love about boyfriend is he knows how to cook too. So, most of the time, I do most of the cooking. OC Baby said, I love cooking. S-Squad said, I love cooking and learning about my woman. Exactly. Feed me. I always say the way to my stomach the way to my heart is through my stomach, child. Feed me, Seymour. Feed me. Because I like to eat. So I'm just saying, and I'm not trying to make this into we did enough competing last week with Meg and Clay. So we're leaving that alone. We're leaving that into last week, okay? But what I am saying is if I got to be helping contribute to these bills, I got to cook, clean, you on demand, take care of these kids. Why you can't clean up? Why you can't cook sometimes? And then he made a Pine Sol reference. I would say if the house smelled like Pine Sol, is that not a good thing? That means she cleaning the house. Okay. I'm confused. Mama says Stephen A. is an idiot. Does he even have a woman? I don't think so. Hey Buddha, I think he has a baby mama, but I don't think he has a wife. Or a girlfriend. I've never seen him with a woman. Correct me if I'm wrong, chat. I've never, and I'm not throwing that card out there because they like to say, oh, you straight women like to throw that card out. Not saying he. What I am saying is I ain't never, ever seen Stephen A. Smith with no woman though. I'm just saying. Probably because nobody can deal with that arrogance, chat. Who's dealing with that not. Anyway. Hey, Urban Moves. Welcome to Discussions with Didi Parker. We are chatting today about Stephen A. Smith saying he can't be with a woman who does not prioritize cooking. And why are we still... Again, I can't wait for Clean and F to come on here. The gender roles. I love it. Here we go.
In a woman.
Take a listen, Google.
Intelligence. Conversation. Well, let me scratch that. That's 2 and 3 on the list. Sex appeal starts. It starts there. If I'm not interested, I'm not interested. Yeah, it's just that. It's just the truth. We're not going to sit here and lie. If I'm not attracted to you, it ain't going to work. It's not going to work. Okay? I like what I like, and you need to possess those qualities. Otherwise, it's just not going to work. It's just that simple. Sex appeal. Figure it out. So that conversation, intellect, and domesticating. Because you see... I say that. I'm seriously. Somebody needs to say that. We need to stop this shit. This assault against masculinity. It's gonna end with this. I don't care. I can cook for myself. I don't want to. I want you to cook.
I want you to too.
I'll pay for the food. I'll take you out. I'll take you out every week. Yeah. We're doing it. But damn it, listen. My sister Carmen, one of the greatest cooks ever. Rashawn could throw down, by the way. He can cook too, right? I'm not him. See, he don't mind. He'll tell the wife, I got you, baby. I got this. Let me cook the chicken. Hell no, that ain't Steven. No. Only thing I'm doing for myself is getting up for some cereal. That's it. I'm not cooking. I don't feel like it.
Fellas, let me ask you a question. And I got a serious question. Urban Moves on Twitch say, yeah, agree. Guys are great. What are the posters doing in the back? Oh, that's a poster of me. And that's Jay-Z. I just didn't put it up because I know some folks was mad at Jay-Z for some stuff. But anyway, I mean, it just still doesn't change. Jay-Z's one of my favorite rappers, Urban Moves, just in case you wanted to know. We need to give him you want to give Stephen A. Smith a medal? Why? Mama said he date YT women. I ain't never seen him with no YT women, and I know for sure what they cooking. I'm just saying. I'm sorry, because there might be some of y'all out there that do cook. My YT women. But what you eating? Kale? I'm just saying. And carrots? And celery? I'm just saying. Baby Rock said that's why he's not getting home cooked meals, mama. Period. That explains a lot, Esquad. Is he a cute dog? Is he a cute dog? Shout out to my cute dogs out there. Hark, hark. That was a baby bark. Okay, so don't jump on me, cute dogs. Mama said, Baby Barack, yeah, Kraft mac and cheese potato salad with raisins. Not potato salad with raisins. Urban Moves on Twitch said, what else should we give him? Not a damn trophy. Stephen A. Smith get on my nerves. Last 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5 nerves, okay? He's annoying. He thinks he speaks for the African American community. He does not. You do not speak for us, sir. We did not elect you. Remember Dave Chappelle when Dave Chappelle, hey, Healing Hurt, you are welcome to jump on, but it's been a minute. Because I know you probably not going to agree with me today, but it's okay though. New folks, welcome to Discussions with Dee Dee Parker. We're talking about Stephen A. Smith saying that a woman who does not prioritize cooking, he does not want to be with a woman who does not prioritize cooking. He said, if I have to do it, then why do I need you? I mean, I feel the same way. Why do I need you? I'm just saying. Urban Move said he represents the Afro-American community, or what do you mean? He don't speak for the African-American community to me, Urban Moves. He don't speak for me. He speak for you? If he speak for you, then that's two different things. Hey, Britt Pratt. Yeah, if he speaks to you, then that's two different things. But he does not speak for DT Parker. No way, shape, or form. Not talking like this. Welcome, new folks. And I'm going to play the video back. What up, Chev? Stephen A. Smith says he can't be with a woman who does not prioritize cooking. He said, if I have to do that, then why am I with you? Britt Pratt, I hope everything's okay with you. Sending love and light your way. Here we go. Take a listen.
In a woman.
Hold on, Urban Move. I got to play the video first.
Conversation. Well, let me guess. Let me scratch that. That's 2 and 3 on the list. Sex appeal starts. It starts there. If I'm not interested, I'm not interested. Yeah, it's just that. It's just the truth. We're not going to sit here and lie. If I'm not attracted to you, it ain't going to work. It's not going to work. Okay? I like what I like, and you need to possess those qualities. Otherwise, it's just not going to work. It's just that simple. Sex appeal. Figure it out. So that conversation, intellect, and domesticated. Because you see, I say that. I'm seriously. Somebody needs to say that. We need to stop this shit. This assault against masculinity, it's going to end with this. I don't care. I can cook for myself. I don't want to.
I don't either.
I want you to cook. I'll pay for the food. I'll take you out every week. We're doing it. But damn it. Listen, my sister Carmen, one of the greatest cooks ever. Rashawn could throw down, by the way. He can cook too, right? I'm not him. See, he don't mind.
Okay, I got a question for my ladies. Would you have a problem cooking for a man every day if he paid all the bills? I got a question for the ladies out there. Would it be a problem if he paid all the bills and all you had to do was be a housewife? Would you have a problem cooking for your man? Would you care? I'm just questioning. Urban Move said I have no idea who that guy is. Okay. You don't know what country are you from, Urban Moves? Stephen A. Smith is a basketball analyst here. He works for ESPN. Baby Rock said his delivery. Baby Rock said that's his personal preference, so I have no problem with that statement. There's plenty of women that would cook for him if he was taking care of them. Would they? Because I don't know. Some of these baddies ain't cooking. Britt Pratt, always. Love, boo. Baby Rock said his delivery was rough, but his points is valid and it's his personal preference. What was valid about his points? And then I asked my ladies a question. I want to see what my ladies say. Mama said he don't have no sex appeal, maybe money appeal. Chev said not at all. So Chev said if your man was holding it down and paying all the bills, you would have no problems cooking for him. And then he mentioned something about pine sol. I'm like, if the house smelled like pine sol instead of food, I mean, I would want my house to be smelling like pine sol and some cooked food. Cause I can't eat out every day. Did you see these but these grocery prices is just as high as eating out now, child. Oh my God, have you been to the grocery store lately? Jesus. Anyway, Baby Rock said Housewives and Cooking Daily is one and the same, comes with the territory. All right, I'm gonna let my ladies respond to that, Baby Barack. Did y'all see what what up, DJ Do It? Just in time. Did you hear what Baby Barack said? He said Housewives and Cooking Daily is one and the same, comes with the territory. Hold on, y'all, because I'm not trying to. Okay, I thought a phone on Do Not Disturb, so I do apologize if it is not. Hopefully, you can still hear me. Shep said, my friend cooks for her husband every day. God bless her. She is a traditional housewifey. You hear what I'm saying? Hi,
Girl, I like this topic of discussion because you know I'm about to say
wait, she's back! Girl, let me tell you. Clean and them been waiting for you to come back, Shell. They said, where is the angel? So she can give her opinion. I said she is booked and busy, baby. She'll be back when she's back.
I'm old school, so I'm gonna tell it. This is
okay.
just my
So hold on,
let me
finish. Hold on, let me finish reading these comments. DJ Jewett said, "Hey peeps, what up, DJ Jewett? What's that? Boo RM. I don't know what that is. Chev. Britt Pratt said, meal prep. He better be okay with that. I don't know about a hot ass meal every day. I got stuff to do. LOL. Chev said we normally eat out on the weekend. Mama said, baby Barack, if she a housewife, that's different than if she has to work every day. And Baby Barack said, I agree. Hold on, Healing Hurt, because I want to run this back for the new folks. Welcome, Healing Hurt, to Discussions with Marsha. Welcome back. Welcome back.
I'm back to civilization.
Hey, girl, you have baby's birthday to attend to, so I'm not even mad about it. Babies come first over here, okay?
Mm-hmm.
So Stephen A. Smith, Healing Hurt, says he can't be with a woman who doesn't prioritize cooking. He said, if I have to do it, then why do I need you? And then let me play this clip, and then I want to get your opinion. DJ Jewett said, there she is, Miss America. Hey, Healing Hurt.
Hey, y'all.
You was Miss Boo. You was Miss.
Intelligence, conversation. Well, let me guess. Let me scratch that. That's 2 and 3 on the list. Sex appeal starts. It starts there. If I'm not interested, I'm not interested. Yeah, it's just that. It's just the truth. We're not gonna sit here and lie. If I'm not attracted to you, it ain't gonna work. It's not gonna work. Okay? I like what I like, and you need to possess those qualities. Otherwise, it's just not going to work. It's just that simple. Sex appeal. Figure it out. So that conversation, intellect, and domesticating. Because you see, I say that. I'm seriously. Somebody needs to say that. We need to stop this shit. This assault against masculinity.
You heard that?
It's gonna end with this. I don't care. I can cook for myself.
Right up your alley.
I don't want to. I want you to cook. I'll pay for the food. I'll take you out. I'll take you out every week. We're doing it. But damn it, listen. My sister Carmen, one of the greatest conservatives. Rashawn could throw down, by the way. He cooked too, right? I'm not him. See, he don't mind. He'll tell the wife, I got you, baby. I got this. Let me cook the chicken. Hell no, that ain't Steven. No. Only thing I'm doing for myself is getting up for some cereal. That's it. I'm not cooking. I'm not. I don't feel like it. If I have to do that, why do I need you? But that's me. I'm just being that.
So you heard the logistics. New folks, welcome. Discussions with Didi Parker. Of course, Stephen A. Smith says he can't be with a woman who doesn't prioritize cooking. He said, if I have to do that, then why do I need you? All right, Healing Hurt. Get into it, though.
I'm gonna be honest with you. I love being a woman and being able to take care of my husband. I do. So it's an honor. So I don't know why we look at it like it's a bad thing to take care of our man. But if cooking is a requirement that comes from it, why wouldn't you want to satisfy? Okay, this is the thing. I always say us we always be our worst enemy as far as we always say what we not gonna do. You can't say that until it's that one, because once you get that one, you gonna want to do everything you said you wasn't gonna do.
Mm.
And so I used to always want to be that girl that was a housewife baking cookies for the kids, and I wanted to be that kind of mom. So guess what kind of mom I became? That kind of mom. Whatever mom you want to be, whatever kind of wife you choose to be, when my husband comes home, do you want to know how I greet him?
How?
He pulls up, I can hear his bass in his car. I make sure I open his car door because I'm greeting my king that just worked hard to make sure we're provided for. So it's an honor to greet my man. So I open his car door and say, "How was your day?" Make sure he's good. His mental is good because his plate is sitting at the counter waiting for him to eat. So
So
I
you
was raised
cook
like
every
that.
day?
My mother made sure my dad's plate for breakfast, lunch, and dinner was ready for her husband. And I used to be honored to take my dad his plate because he provided for 9 children. So it's just, I wanted to keep that honor on. So if Stephen A. Smith, is that who we referring to? If
Yes.
he finds him a queen like that, that will treat him as such, he should get that. But see, this the thing. These men be coming barking orders, but they don't bring what they say. Cause I heard what your mom commented, and I'm with mama on that. I'm like, he's the kind of guy that can't bark them orders. Now, somebody like, you get what I'm saying? Certain people can do what certain people can't, and I think he can get whatever he is. That the man with the messed up haircut?
Yeah.
Girl, tell him to go sit down somewhere.
Yeah.
Tell him to fire his barber
Right.
first, but
That is the man with the messed up hairline. Hold on, because I got a question. Feeling hurt. Britt Brad said, "Oh, Queen smart, Queen smart." Queen said, "No, I'm telling you." DJ Dupin said, "Sounds like people talk." My whole ass cooking for my and she is too. I just cooked some greens this past week. Okay. Baby Brock said, "What up, bitch? She's our new black brother movement. Yeah, keep on healing. Sis, take notice." Britt Brad said, "Sounds like he wants a total package." Baby, hold on. I got a question. New folks, welcome. Discussions with Dee Dee Parker. We're talking about Stephen A. Smith saying he can't be with a woman who does not prioritize. He said, "If I have to do that, why do I need?" Mama said, "Get a Karen who cooks potluck." You know what? Mama, go somewhere, sweetheart. Queen said Stephen A. Smith is the most famous sports journalist in the world and currently under 120 million contract with ESPN and Disney. He can talk big. He earned it. All right. So you're a housewife, right?
now I am. I used to work, and then I told my husband I can't do it no more. We got to swap places, and he was like, "That's fine," because when we first started, we both was working, but what worked for me and him is what made us work. Our whole thing was the children. It was always about our kids.
So when you were working, were you cooking every day?
Girl, my husband's a chef. He cooking for you. He
Period.
coming to bring you. We cooking. Remember, I told you we making you that barbecue.
Uh,
So
I need to
to
pull up.
be married to a chef and trying to cook for him, girl, I'll be like, is it good? It's hard to cook for a chef
Does he
because
cook
they
good?
know what it's supposed to taste like. So all I could do is give him the dishes that I'm familiar with making. Girl, I didn't have to cook as a kid, nor you know what I'm saying. I'm the seventh kid of 9, so I'm
Okay.
at the end. So becoming a wife, I had to grow up in it, girl. The things that I was being lectured in, my mom did everything for me, and that's the truth.
So now, as a housewife, you cook every day.
I have to cook every day,
Okay.
breakfast, lunch, and dinner, 3 meals.
So you pack your man.
He don't want that. I pack him snacks.
Okay. Why you don't
Yeah,
want to pack lunch?
because he don't. he don't like eating out, so he likes staying home watching TV. He prefers it the way he prefers it.
I feel comfortable because, girl, I got to break down. I got to get in my PJs. Okay,
Yeah,
comfortable, so I can get in and off.
that's me. So I
So
like comfort when I'm eating a meal. So I just make him not like, because I know already he's having a hard day or he's not, whatever his day is, I'm not supposed to add to it. So I always make sure, hey, what you want to eat? Because he'll be like, I don't want to eat that. Me, I could eat a sandwich every day.
okay,
I'm not hard to
gotta be
please.
picky. Some of them be
But
picky.
people be wanting gourmet meals. I've learned that eating, though, for a lot of people is a comfort. I didn't grow up to
Oh,
have like,
yeah.
I just ate to live, not to be like, oh yeah. So a lot of people, food is their comfort because it reminds them of grandma who used to cook this or whoever they missing. I'm learning a lot about our people that really a lot of the things we do is out of a habit form. So it's not even like, because a lot of us aren't even doing this stuff because that's what they really want. They're doing it because they heard somebody say that's what they want. But he
Yeah.
sounds like he just want a wife. Any woman of that time was cooking at home. All this eating out is weird to me. I don't trust strangers cooking for me.
But see, I don't have a problem. Cooks don't want me to do that 9 to 5. If I work it just like you, we got to get cooking schedule.
Well, because it's all about the energy. You're going to be too tired to come home after you done worked all day. But if you have to do it, I don't complain if I know I have to do something. Like, say if we both working, who will we flip a coin? It's whoever really had the harder day that should get the break. Because honestly, if we both working, and you see what I'm saying, it's just all about everybody should, this is mental health month now. So I'm just talking
Oh,
about the
yes,
mental
yes,
health.
yes.
We
May is
need breaks on this. This
yeah.
thing right here could take us crazy or make us lazy if we allow it to. It depends on us. So me being a woman, I know I'm a woman. Because, see, this is the complaint on me. We will complain about everything that we have to do and get mad that a man dresses up as us to be us. And they trying to tell us they can do a better job at us.
Whoa.
So
Wow.
when we going to wake up?
That's how you feel today, healing her? Welcome back. Yeah. Hey, Clean. I know you.
Yo, what up?
Hey, where you been?
Hey, how you been?
Yeah,
I've been chilling.
that's
I've
my
been chilling.
dog.
I
Wait.
saw you on here. I was like, I gotta jump on for a
Yeah.
second.
He been on. We had some really deep conversations last week, so he been on here. Hold.
Okay.
I want to read some of these comments. Clean Mama said, and he an asshole. Mama said, I for many with my kids growing up. Now I want a man to cook me a nice meal. It's my turn now. What up, Jig? Mama said, compromise. Britt Brad said, I don't eat out like that. It's the way he came about it. Language is everything. Carly Red, what it do? Welcome to Discussions with Dee Dee Parker. We are chatting today about Stephen A. Smith. He says he cannot be with a woman that not prioritize cooking. He said, if I have to do it, then why do I need her? Clean. How do you feel about this?
Man, you know what's crazy about the whole cooking thing is like I think my outlook on it is different than a lot of people because I'm a vegan. I've been vegan for 15 years, and
Mm.
I'm a full time single dad. I cook every day, and it's not really that big of a deal to me. Like I work, I pay all the bills, and I cook. You know what I mean? It's I mean,
Wait, your fiance doesn't cook?
no, she does, but I was like, she works. She got her own company or whatever. So if she not home, I'm cooking. You know what I'm
Okay.
saying?
It's whoever got to do it. It's who you gonna sit there and bitch and complain about what needs to be done, or y'all gonna sit there and starve? It's what
Yeah,
you see what I'm saying. You do what got to be done.
yeah. You know, and even before me and her start, because we just started living together in 2023. When I bought this house. Before that, we was like separate. And so I had my apartment out in Buckhead, and it was just me and my son. And like, yeah, I cook every day. A lot of times it's strategic. A lot of times it's like, okay, I know there's gonna be a busy week, so like Sunday night I'll make like a big ass pot of pasta or something like
Yeah.
that that'll hold us down till Wednesday or Tuesday. And then my son, kids be picky when they be young like that. So
Mm-hmm.
a lot of times, like, he love rice and beans. That's easy to make. You know what I'm saying? Rice
Rice
and
and beans.
beans. Yeah, he love rice
And
and
they'll
beans.
eat it for the whole week.
Yup,
Where's the
yup. He'll
But
knock that
that's how
rice
our
and
ancestors used to do. They used to put a pot on Monday and you finish it out till I said we didn't messed up. So we
we
need to
got
go back to
lazy.
the way we used to be.
We got lazy. And the crazy thing is the laziness that we have acquired has hurt us economically
Yes,
because
it has.
now, because we lazy, we spend so much money on food on a daily basis.
Oh my God.
Um,
On the convenience
yeah, on
that
convenience,
it
you know what
made
I'm
us
saying?
lazy.
Yeah, it made us lazy, and then a lot of people spending an extra 400 or 500 a month that they don't even have to spend because they hitting that app, they hitting that
Yeah.
Uber Eats and spending that $28 or that $21 or because you got to think about it. Like even a burrito from like Chipotle or something, right? Like if you go to the store, the burrito is like $13. But
Yeah.
if you order it on Uber Eats with the delivery fee,
Oh my God.
the other fee is
It's
gonna be
like you
like
paying
23.
$100 for a $2 item. You be like, dang, what did I?
Yeah,
And the person on the end delivering it, only get $1 of that. So
yeah.
they don't even get anything. So we've civilization has come. We've become depressed and in our shells because we're adults. We
Mm-hmm.
can hide it. As kids, we
Mm-hmm.
couldn't hide how we were.
Yep.
So now
Yeah.
we're the product of the environment in which terrorized us growing up. And I keep telling my kids this, I tell my husband this, and I tell his mom. I said, if y'all know what we went through as kids, y'all will see why we behave the way we behave. But
Right.
Yep.
Stephen A. Smith don't know our generation, so he don't know what we've been through. So we move a little differently.
It's
So I
different.
think if
Yeah.
our generation just like start teaching to bridge that gap, I keep telling people it's just a bridge gapping. We understand young people and old people. Old people don't get us, they judge
Yeah.
us, but they were once young. And I try to
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
tell older generation, if somebody made you feel bad in the mistakes you made as a youngster, why do y'all give us such harsh on our mistakes that we teach us, but don't preach us because you don't know how.
Oh, you hurt. You went out. You went out.
Mm-hmm.
I'm on now?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. I grew up in an environment where it was survival. And I try to tell people that it didn't matter if you were a boy or girl, you just had to survive it. And so you going to take life a little differently. And so what I did with my children is to ensure they didn't have to deal with craziness. We just went back old school. We know how to make stuff from scratch. We do
Yep.
Oh,
everything from
okay.
Yep.
scratch to
Yeah.
Yeah.
show them if we ever run out of food or the stores run out, we would be able to make bread and sell it. We would
Girl,
be able to make
hey,
pizza.
I'm coming to your house.
You can. You are
Yeah.
always welcome, Dee Dee Parker. And we make everything literally from scratch, from
That's
That's dope.
preserves.
yeah.
We learned because we went, like you went vegan, we went
Mhm.
alkaline.
Oh, that's
I was
dope.
so acidic in my body that I was dying, y'all.
Oh man.
And God was like,
Mm.
you either fix that or you're going to go. And my
Yeah.
kids needed me. So at 45, I feel way much better, way more healthier, 125 pounds lighter because I wanted to
That's
live.
dope.
Yeah.
Seriously.
Congratulations.
And that's all because I was like, back in the day, they ate real food. It wasn't
This
processed
process.
food.
Yep.
It
Mm-hmm.
No
was coming from their
preservatives, all that.
gardens. And so I'm like, our ancestors were right in some of the things they were doing as far as the health. We went into the stores when we shouldn't have went into the stores. Because before the supermarkets, people were selling their produce straight up door to door. Like, you see what I'm saying? It was
Mm-hmm.
never a supermarket. And they robbed us of that. And now look at, if you go to the produce section, their stuff is so nasty and rotten. It's nothing good.
Yeah,
So
it's
they robbed
crazy.
us
Crazy how.
completely and
Ooh.
charge you $20 for one tomato. And so you think about all of what we got duped. They robbed us of all of our real live vegetation and gave us
Yep.
processed food. And that's why we're unhealthy right now. So we wanted to change that. So all we did was went back to OG originals from scratch. If it, yeah.
Hold on, Hill and Hurt. Let me read some of these comments. Britt Bright said, there you go. Mama said, like I said, compromise. Jig said, rice and beans. Can never go wrong with some rice and beans,
And
baby.
it's good for you.
It's good
Okay.
for you.
And Mama said, we used to eat the leftovers until they was all gone. We used to. Let me tell you, my boyfriend will eat leftovers for 2 days. I don't know what he think. I'm like, this ain't no rich household, boo. We eat leftovers until they gone. Okay, we ain't.
Mm.
Who do you think we is? You better eat
But
them leftovers in the
some
refrigerator.
people didn't have to. Some people were blessed to eat something new every day. Girl, I was just happy to eat something. So that's why I said
That's a
people
Oh,
don't
fact.
even understand it.
That's a fact.
yeah,
That's a fact.
I was see, Mama raised me, or I was raised. You don't waste food because it's starving
No.
people, in Africa. And that was always something that stuck with me. There's somebody out here starving, so I'm not wasting nothing. And if I pay my money for it, I'm definitely not wasting it.
But girl, it's
Big,
kids in America that's starving. So
okay,
not as far as Africa
Fact.
next door. We started feeding the kids because
right?
Hmm.
because we didn't know that the children weren't being fed at the school. So we started
Yes,
partnering up.
yeah.
Yeah.
Girl, I remember them free lunches, baby. Anyway, that's another story. Jig said, what up, Jig? Britt
This
Brad
is
said
what I'm gonna
exactly.
tell y'all though. We need to put cooking classes back in the school.
Oh
That's the
my,
reason why these girls ain't cooking, and that's the reason
Home
why
ec.
Stephen A. Smith saying what he's saying.
They got rid
Because
of
the
home
men are
ec.
having to cook
baby, I
because the
used to
girls
love
are
home
saying what
ec.
they not gonna do.
I learned how to make fettuccine alfredo from scratch, baby. That's my favorite meal.
Because
Um,
it's good.
baby,
Everybody likes it.
Britt Brad said exactly meal prep. My mama always used to have a fresh pot of beans every other day. And she said, yes, congratulations. Baby Barat said, facts. I watch my elders eat pig feet and ass every day, and they live to be. You know what's crazy? I was scrolling through Netflix, and if you haven't seen Man on Fire, I'm just saying that's a good little series if you looking for a series. But I was watching what's his name from The Hangover? I don't know his name. The weird white guy.
I know who you talking
On
about.
the weird white
Zach
guy.
Zach Galifianakis or whatever.
A gardening show on Netflix. Like he has completely started like growing
Hmm.
carrots and tomatoes. Pay attention to what these folks are doing, especially these rich folks. They're not doing this for no reason, okay?
No.
They see the shift. Something is
Yeah.
coming.
I mean, you got with Stephen A. Smith though. I think you got to understand that that's a special situation. Like I said, Stephen A. Smith is the most renowned sports journalist in the world, and he's the face of ESPN and Disney. He's $120 million man. Any woman that's with him, you're going to be living in a mansion, flying private. If him asking you to cook for him is too much to ask, you might not ever be happy, man. Like I'm just gonna keep it 100
Basically,
with
like,
you.
dang, so you
Like,
saying you want this
damn.
man to starve?
Right, like you not gonna have to work. You gonna travel the world. You gonna be taken care of. Your kids gonna be taken care of. If this dude, because like what Hill and Her was saying like how the country in this more modern generation suffer from depression a lot. A lot of people don't know, man. Cooking is kind of a ritual that can like really help you with that. Like
It's healing.
one of my favorite things to do was to
Is
throw
it?
some music on. Well, yeah, to throw some music on and make dinner while my son running around playing in the living room. That's just like the dopest part of the day, and it would decompress me. Like after going through a bunch of stuff, like I just had some music playing. I just be cooking and he around happy playing. I'm like, yo, this is life right here. Like it feels good. I'm a day to just
Now,
slow down and focus on something.
it was going in and out, clean, clean. Uh,
Oh my
hold
bad.
Yeah, you were going in and out. Hold that thought because we keep getting new folks on here and they're probably like, what the hell did they talk about? New folks, discussions with Dee Parker. Welcome. We got Healing Hurt and Clean Clean. Joining the chat today. We're talking about Stephen A. Smith says he can't be with a woman who doesn't prioritize cooking. He said, if I have to do it, then why do I need you? And let me play this back and then I want you to repeat what you said. But I do got a question. Well, I thought I had a question. It'll come back to me. I'm telling you. 44 hit different.
Intelligence, conversation. Well, let me guess. Let me scratch that. That's 2 and 3 on the list. Sex appeal starts. It starts there. If I'm not interested, I'm not interested. Yes, it's just that. It's just the truth. We're not gonna sit here and lie. If I'm not attracted to you, it ain't gonna work. It's not gonna work. Okay? I like what I like, and you need to possess those qualities. Otherwise, it's just not going to work. It's just that simple. Sex appeal. Figure it out. So that conversation, intellect, and domesticated. Because you see, I say that. I'm seriously. Somebody needs to say that. We need to stop this shit. This assault against masculinity. It's gonna end with this. I don't care. I can cook for myself. I don't want to. I want you to cook.
He don't want to.
I'll pay for the food. I'll take you out. I'll take you out every week. Yes. We're doing it. But damn it, listen.
And then I want to go back to what Healing Hurt said because I hate cooking and
That's
cleaning.
a
But I
love
know
language, though.
Oh my God, I hate it. But I
It's a
know it's
love
a
language, though.
I
The
like to
secret
eat,
ingredient
so.
to cooking is love. My mother taught me that. So usually when someone was cooking, you're cooking for the family. Have you ever been hungry, so hungry your stomach making noises?
Yeah.
Girl, to get that fulfilling in your stomach, a good home cooked meal, that just food to the soul. So you, and knowing that your hands touched it or whatever, you don't like cooking at all. What's your other than fettuccine? Do you like to
Girl,
bake?
I hate cooking because I feel like it's just a long, drawn out process. Especially like when you gotta make them Thanksgiving meals and you gotta make
Okay.
all
Have you
turkey,
sat and made a
ham.
Thanksgiving meal though?
Yeah,
How long it take you?
all damn day. Well,
Did you prep it?
I usually start on like Wednesday
I prep
cooking
and
stuff.
it goes so fast because I do it
Girl,
in the
I
way I
hate
do it.
cooking is not it doesn't do or clean. It doesn't. But well, I'm
it's
not gonna lie to you.
it's
Once
all in
my
how the
house is
energy you throw it out
no,
there,
no, no.
Dee Dee.
I'm not gonna lie to you, Healing Hurt. Once I clean my house up, I be like, ooh, okay, ooh, I cleaned the house. It is a good feeling. I do feel good after I clean the house.
See, he said domesticated. That's what Stephen A. Smith said. He wants women to go back domesticated. Just see, when we as women realize that we set the tone in which we want men to see us, then we'll understand that. You got a man. Does he understand that you don't cook?
No, we share cooking, cause baby, if
See?
I got to
So
pay,
y'all share.
but
So
see,
y'all
if
got
I
to
got to pay these
understand it.
bills, then yeah, we
But
gonna
if
share
you were
cooking. 'Cause that's not.
single and somebody heard Dee Parker say, I don't cook, a man that want a Dee Parker gonna try to accommodate you. Oh, I know how to cook and he'll make it work. If you see what I'm saying, men know how to come in and bring what you missing. But women, we come in with all these demands. I ain't gonna do this, I ain't gonna do that. But it needs to
Yeah,
be done. The things we say we're not gonna do actually still need to be done.
Facts. And it's crazy because even what he said, what's wrong with him having that preference? Like women have preferences.
It's
Yeah.
nothing wrong with it.
Yeah, women be
I
having
think how he said it.
preferences like so many. You got to make this amount of money. You got to be this tall. You got to. It's like, well, damn, can a dude say I got a preference,
And
or
they
should
can
we?
say it because guess what? At the end of the day, y'all the ones are choosing us. We're not choosing y'all.
You can't.
And
But
it's
I
leaving.
agree with you. You can't tell them that they don't believe that. They
I
believe
can
that they.
because this the thing. I had to tell myself
Didi, I'm
this.
trying to tell you.
No,
I
I
had to tell myself
agree with
this.
that. I do that. I agree with that. Y'all the ones that need to.
Nah, no. The other day you said y'all think y'all the prize, and I'm like, but yeah, we
Uh,
are.
but when did men start being the prize? The women was always the prize, and I have no problem with you being the prize. But do you got to display it?
No, well,
I
no. I'm
don't
I'm just
think
saying it's just logic.
But when did this become a logical thing?
If you're a person, if I literally come into your life and basically take you on as a dependent. I take care of you, I provide for you, I protect for you, I pay for the roof over your head. How am I not the prize? Like I'm literally coming into your life and relieving you of the hardest parts of life.
First
Mm-hmm.
of all, I don't get into this whole pride.
Taking care, like
What
Well,
food,
am
see, that's the thing. Y'all
maintaining.
shouldn't even word it in those ways because
Yeah,
I made a video about prizes. I said
yeah.
men are gifts and women are gifts, but we're never prizes because we are not in Cracker Jack boxes and we
There we
show ain't
go.
at no
Yeah,
carnival.
yeah.
You guys are the gift in which God created. But when he created y'all, he made y'all a helpmate. But being a helpmate, we have to know what we did wrong in it in the beginning. Because, see, this is where it's coming back. This is all from our mistakes that we made, being that back in the day. This is all y'all seeing right now is the end results of it. Men fighting with women to say who's
Yes,
worth more than worth. Because,
yes.
see, this the thing. You came from a woman, you were pushed out of a woman, right? You were too, right? I
Yeah,
was too. But it
yeah.
was a man that planted the seed in you, that
And
planted the seed for you, and planted the seed for me. And
say it
so
again, Hilla Hurt. Say it
that
again, Hilla Hurt.
seed
'Cause I said that last week.
came with that responsibility because that's that man's legacy that was planted. And so I'm honored to be a part of a man's legacy. So I look at my husband like I'm helping him build his legacy. That's all how I see it. These are his children that I got to birth. So it is my honor to be part of this man's union because he
Man,
chose
But
me
Queen
as
Queen,
his
I
helpmate.
said that to you last
you
week.
gotta
We
start a
don't make
school.
mistakes. Didn't I say
We
that to you
do
last
have a
week?
school. What
We
do y'all
don't
think
make
Helen
the
Hurt in
babies.
Men Ministry? Can I tell y'all what it is, Dee Dee Parker? Can I tell you what it is?
Here, go here.
Women have been the victims for so long
Okay, here
that
we go.
they never saw that they made men the villains, but they were the ones that pushed out the men. So what I said was, how can we be the mothers that raise the men and then tear them down when they don't do right? Whose fault was that? Because I raised you. So I should be the one looking at myself if I make a mistake my son makes. I have to
Yeah, but
look at
women
me.
don't take
They
accountability.
don't,
Yeah.
because you
You
know
know,
why?
yeah.
They turn into the victim. Oh, well, you know, it happened to me. It happened to me too. But I don't
And
go
I
into
won't.
victim mode. I go into, damn, I'm still here. I outlived that trauma.
Yeah.
I'm not going to treat anybody the way I was treated horribly. I'm going to
Yeah.
always be kind. So
But
when we turn villain, it's because we've allowed so much person to get the power in us that we turned into the person that did us wrong.
I want to say this because not all of my females, but there are a lot of females, especially my sisters. We don't do
Mm-hmm.
a good job with taking accountability. So I want to say that part. We do not. And you could argue with your mama, like my guy said. You could argue with your mama. We don't. And that's the problem. And I think that's the problem when it comes the men just want us to accept
We
bullshit that we
condone
yeah.
everything because this is, I'm about to put us on blast just for a little bit because I'm not talking about Dee Dee Parker and I'm not talking about Momo. I'm talking
Feeling
about
hurt.
what we
You froze for a
represent.
second. You froze for a second.
Can you hear me now?
Yeah.
We condone everything immoral. All of the bad stuff we promote. Do we not as women?
Well, you want me to say that? Well, what
But
you
when a man
no no no
corrects us
no
in
no.
it,
Wait, hold on, Hilla Hurt. What you mean? As far as what?
everything. We want to be so pick me that we allow the bad things that we know is wrong to be okay with. It is not okay for little kids to shake their booties to those songs that are provocative. It is not, because you're teaching a child that way of making babies at such a young age. They don't need to. Kids should not be doing nothing but being children.
Yeah.
So when we as women let children do whatever they want to do, and then keep daddy away because daddy don't want to be with you, so you make it hard for him to be with the kids. But
Facts.
the kids gotta be with daddy because daddy sets the foundation. Daddy
Okay.
is the one that sets the rules. Women, we're lenient because we go off of emotions. Today we may be in a good mood, so go on and do that. Tomorrow we may be in a bad mood and say screaming. So our indecisiveness makes a child confused.
Uh-oh. You got muted, Healing Hurt.
Why not?
You got muted, Healing Hurt. Hold on. I want to read some of these comments, Healing Hurt, because we got a lot of comments, and I have not gotten to them. Britt Brat said, I love cooking. Yes, to see people eat my food and smile, it truly brings me joy. That means y'all could throw down in the kitchen. Y'all invite me to Sunday dinners, or what's going on, child? Baby Barack said, I got a country gal, so cooking ain't a thing. We take turns and compare skills. We love it. See, I like that. That's what I'm talking about. Baby Barack said, I take pride in the fact that I can throw down in the kitchen. Okay, now. Mama said, Baby Barack, but some of us, she gave you a hand clap. New York girls can cook too. Britt Brad said, it's touching back. She was laughing. Baby Barack said, Mama, y'all can indeed, but don't like or want to cook as much as our Southern women. Just saying. Mama said, Baby Barack, them girls like to eat. And Mama said, a man is not the prize. Mama said, you have a good man. Baby Barack said, the fact you say the word honored is huge. We never hear that praise, but often give it to women because it's expected of us.
Yeah.
Mama said, the father's fault for not being there. Don't give a man a pass. I agree. And putting on fake eyelashes on 7-year-old girls or putting in fake hair. When did that become a thing, Healing Her? I can't
Because
stand to
these
see a little
mamas
girl with
want to be
fake hair.
friends with their kids because they lonely. So instead of being a mama,
Facts.
they want to be your friend.
Facts. They in the
You
club
can't
with
be
them.
friends with your kids. You raising them.
Yeah.
So if you're on the same level as your children, where's the authority at? So this is the thing. I'm not best friends with my kids. I love my kids. I take care of my kids. But they know when I say something, they better not even go that route of trying to question or whatever. I teach my kids. I got 2 grown kids.
Yeah.
I'm a grandmother. So I know I'm doing something right in it. But the thing is, I'm not saying I'm perfect in it. I'm saying as a mother, we have roles. And when we don't play our roles and then blame everybody for not playing theirs, we never take accountability of where we mess up in our roles. We
Yeah.
never do that.
They
Because
don't.
if you hear a child talk about the mother and the things that they went through, I bet your mama would never want to hear that because they'll be like, oh, for real? But a daddy, you can say all you want about a father, but the absence of a father mean he had no influence in how that child was raised. So you can't blame on absent father because he wasn't there.
Well,
But the mom,
I
And
agree.
like we said
no.
the other
The
Hold
week.
on,
child
please,
is
please,
only
please.
watching the behavior in which they're seeing.
I agree with that to a point, but what about the fathers that walk away? Just
I'm
clearly walk away.
no.
It's not even that
Rather,
many.
they're invisible, meaning they're not there to input the habits in which the children pick up. So I'm saying mothers don't see that. Children watch everything they do.
Yeah,
That's
but what
all
about
I'm
the
saying.
father that don't
And but
present,
nobody.
like in the child's life, like, and Fa, he'll contest. I won't speak for him, but you have situations where the mama wants to keep the child, and the father he doesn't want a child. I just watch a whole investigate. I'm in love with Investigation Discovery. I'll sit here on a Saturday night and watch it. Right. So the man was married, and he was cheating on his wife, and then she got pregnant, and he
Mm.
adamantly told this woman he didn't want this baby, and she wasn't having none of that. She said, that's fine, I'm gonna keep the baby and I'm gonna raise the baby. And this is another thing, and I'm not victim, I'm not trying to, women, when a man tells you he don't want the baby, I'm not saying, I'm just saying, he tells you he don't want that baby, you got to understand what comes with
But
that.
this woman she's cheating with a married man. So she knows what comes with it. He's not available. So that
Right.
everything that comes with that is going to be her fault because she signed up for it.
Okay,
So
what about if he wasn't married and just say he just did? Look, I'm not at a place in my life right now to have no kids. I don't want no kids.
Okay, as a woman, we know what happens when a vagina gets opened by a penis and semen goes in. So
Facts.
we have the, you get it? So we always want to play victim. It
Facts.
takes two to get in that position. So if I let a man bust in me, that's going to be what happens in it. I have to
Facts.
take on that responsibility by myself because he's
Facts.
telling me I'm not going to be responsible for it, but I'm going to have fun with you while we're doing the do. He told her and she didn't want to, she wanted to test the waters and now she's drowning in it because those are all going to be her mistakes. If she goes and say, whatever story she says to make her the victim in it, you were messing with a married man. So you got everything, you got a bastard child out of it.
Yep.
You're the one in the wrong. Yeah, it's the see, we don't
Well,
like hearing the
They
truth
don't like hearing that.
wait,
And
because
two,
because
that's
see, we're
this
gonna make an excuse.
yeah,
There is no excuse to mess with a married man.
no.
but and then you
You
also got
can't
the
tell me. I don't
situation.
care if you say he gonna leave her
Right.
tomorrow. They're still in a union. That's God you messing with.
Yeah.
Nobody else but God you dealing with. So that's something you gonna have to deal with God in that, because that the Bible tells us about that. So a wife and a husband, I don't do husband and wife situations because that's God's territory you messing with. So everything that lady did, unless the wife was a part of saying yes, y'all can sleep together, because in the Bible they got concubines now. But if the wife knows nothing about it, that's all the way wrong, right?
Well, it didn't end well for her. So it's
He
investigation
killed her
discovery. Yes, Lord, he did. He did. He did.
again. Look what I just said. She created that in her life, and God
But
took her out of. I just
hold
told
on,
you the
Queen, because I
Bible.
don't want to chime in. I want to ask a question. What about the women who are married and then they have kids and then they get a divorce and then the father he leaves. He's an absentee father. He no longer wants anything to do with the kid. What about those scenarios?
I've Every situation is gonna always be different. That man isn't right in leaving his children. Nobody's right for abandoning kids. I don't care
Okay.
who you are.
Okay. Okay.
I'm never going to take up for a man. I don't condone bad behavior on nobody. But see, what I'm saying in it is us as women don't see what we do wrong in nothing. We're always, when I'm the type of person this way. I have to tell the whole story. I can't leave out the
Yeah.
part where I play the role,
Yeah.
because that's what we like to do. We like to say, well, I got into this man's DM and got in his ear and told him what I was going to do. See, we don't ever tell our part in it. But how it ends is he didn't want me, but he was telling me the sweet nothings to get me. You have to see yourself in it. Do you want to keep going in that circle of a man? If that man's telling you all these sweet nothings, he was playing her. She couldn't see she was being played. So he killed her. He said, you ain't fist to mess up my happy home. So
Oh, well, the wife already found out and told you need to cut that loose. And then a couple months later, she was like, I pregnant. Thought he was about to be happy. He's like, I don't want that baby. And
but
this, and
see,
this wasn't a black couple. This was a YT couple. So it ain't just black men out here killing.
it's
Okay.
well, see that who puts race in it?
No,
It's genders.
yeah. It
It's
ain't.
temptation on anybody's part. So it all depends on what you're going through. But it all starts with y'all with Stephen A. Smith. He couldn't get a home cooked meal at home, so he went next door and got a.
That's a
I'm
fact.
just saying.
I'm sorry. I didn't mean to. I just want to that off with the investigation discovery. Because, child, I will watch the hell out of some investigation discovery, child.
You're going to be a part of my stuff then. I have so much going on, y'all have no idea.
Yeah,
When I decided I wanted to do this, I wanted to go full-fledged. I just took it to the limit and I said I could do this.
You should.
But it's all of what we're doing is just putting it in a perspective of mental health.
Yeah.
Some people are not in their right mind and they go out and do some things like with the young lady. We don't know what that lady was going through. And look how she fell in love with somebody else's husband and it ended with her being killed. So mental health is important because we jump in relationships because we want what we think we want. But are we mentally stable enough to even take on what we're asking for?
Yeah.
No. A lot of us aren't. We just want to dream that we couldn't even give it to ourselves. A lot of us
Yeah.
don't know what we want because they don't know ourselves. Learn us. Learn yourself so you can be a better and people peep out what made you get your fiance? You saw her out of a crowd or something?
Not well, I mean, I always say when me and her started dating, she was like the first woman I ever dated who had the mindset of how can I add value to your life? She didn't have the mindset of what you gonna do for me, how much money you make, where you live at, what's your future plan. Da, da, da. Her mindset was like, okay, you're a single dad. I know you work really hard. Like, so she started coming to my crib, cleaning my crib up, cooking for me. She would come pick my son up and take him to the botanical garden or something. She would like, she just wanted to be a piece in my life. It wasn't me buying that out of her. It wasn't like I was paying her bills to get that out of her. Like it was she loved me and she wanted to, but like I say, mind you, she's from Tanzania. She was raised like kind of like a different type of culture.
Tanzania
And
still African?
yeah, East Africa. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Oh,
So it was
they
just like a
cater
little different.
to
Hmm?
African women cater to their men. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. No, and that was what got me was like, man, I was like, this was the first time somebody just saw me for me and wanted to be a part of it versus like making me feel like I gotta qualify for them. Like, oh, like let me like am I tall enough? Do I make enough
She
money?
saw
Do
you.
I, you know what I'm saying?
She saw
Yeah.
you.
Hold on. I want to read these comments and then I got a question for y'all about playing roles before you are in the role. Hold on, hold on, hold on. Super
Hmm.
Pat said Uncle Sam gonna be the daddy. Super Pat. Mama said, why wasn't he wearing protection? He knew he was married. Mama said, Super Pat, no, in every case, so many women are better providers than men. Britt Brad said, wait, whoa, what are we talking about? I missed something. No, I know we kind of go left sometimes, Britt Brad. Sorry. Mama said, I agree because if it wasn't for a woman's bad choice, a man couldn't cheat. Uh, Baby Barack said, exactly, Mama. It starts and ends with what y'all put up with or out there. Baby Barack, Mama said that part. Mama said, women be knowing and just don't care if you're married. Baby Barack said, exactly, Mama. And that's where the problem starts. Yeah,
Yep.
a lot of
Self-esteem.
women, if we shut down this shit where we didn't want to be side pieces, we were comfortable with being side pieces, a lot of men couldn't do what they can do.
Didn't I just say earlier, women, we condone everything because what we do is we make an exception for the bad behavior. Oh, well, I could do it. No, it's nobody should do it because I could part two you on the Clay Thomas with the maid because I got cut
Hold
off.
on, because I want you to answer a question, Helen Hurt. And
Okay.
so we're saying you're saying your girlfriend she did all these things, she came, she cleaned your house, but I was told in Healing Hurt that you're not supposed to overplay your position. Why buy the cow when they could get the milk for free, especially if they don't got if I don't got a ring
Didi, Didi.
It's
or if we're
not
not
that.
married.
You could play the role, but like somebody just said in the comments, us as women, you know who you doing that for.
Okay,
Now, if you playing it for a fool and you know he a player, you playing yourself in that because
okay,
not every man is a husband the same way not every woman is a wife.
okay,
There's
But
different type of men out there that were raised actually to respect women. There were men out there that was raised to dog women. So you got to understand the man we choose or decide to like on is based on the men that we saw around us, the environment in which I like hood dudes. So my husband ended up being a hood dude, but
hmm.
but we understood what it was. Like we both had morals, we both had values. It wasn't that we was hood, it was just we knew what the bottom line we wanted family and we both got what we wanted. We didn't know coming in this that that's what we wanted. It was just he growing up wanting a family, I growing up wanting a family. We met each other And now we got the family we both wanted as children. So I tell people this right here gets you everything you want if you think it. Whatever you think and what you want, that's what you get. You got something good because you say you and your husband compromise. Now, what if your dude be like, I ain't cooking, and then you say, I ain't cooking, y'all both not cooking, y'all? That's gonna be a grumble because my mom always taught me what you don't like about somebody eventually be what you really hate about that person. It's gonna drive you crazy. And so y'all work out those kinks before, but ask yourself this question: do y'all both need to eat?
Yeah,
Because to me, that him having to say that a woman prioritizing her feeding him, don't that sound crazy on our part?
it does. It really does.
So a lot of stuff that us as women are saying we're not gonna do, they can't get mad at any man for going somewhere else getting it if the woman they're wanting to do it won't do it. We at some point have to take a stand and say we sound stupid in a lot of the stuff we promote.
Facts. Look,
Because once we can take a stand in that, we can stop doing it.
if
And
you
that's the
want
truth.
something, if you
I
want
had to grow
something,
up in a lot of stuff in my ways. I used to be a brat and wanted it my way till I had kids. It was like it's it's not about me anymore. So when you know if you can't be selfless, you're not gonna be a wife. You're not gonna be a mother. But if you selfish, you need to get that off of you. So a lot of us women have to learn to love them because they're that void that they missing. They jumping from this person to that person trying to get a new outcome, but they haven't changed themselves
Yeah.
at all. So us as women, me and you, Didi, we doing something positive because we're changing the atmosphere and letting women see us where our part in it to fix it so that,
Uh-oh.
we're not gonna keep doing that to men, pointing them out as the bad guy when they're just the product of what we produced out. And I'm not saying me and you, I'm just saying our gender and what it is. We got to hold ourselves accountable so we can heal it. Everybody needs to be healed. I don't want to fight.
No, I want
yeah,
us to all get along because I feel like if we all getting along as a race, brothers and sisters, we maybe move further along the chains. But if we keep battling one another and clashing with, how is that supposed to work? It ain't gonna
Exactly.
get nowhere. We haven't gotten anywhere. Look where we are still at. I'm just saying.
Because of the division. It got so bad that we divided sex, men against women. That sounds stupid.
right,
So
Cleaning what
now we
right,
starting to understand how crazy we sound. Stephen A. Smith is saying basically he need a woman to cook for him, and that's a problem. And if any woman say something ill on that, why are we saying it?
no, the only problem I have with a clean is I don't have a problem with it if I'm being a housewife, but the problem kicks in for me when I gotta sit. I'm working a job as well,
But it's Stephen A. Smith.
right?
You
That
think you're gonna have to work a 9 to 5 with Stephen A. Smith?
I still will flip
right.
my own coin,
So
girl.
that's the thing. A woman that's for Stephen A. Smith, you better be one of the best chefs they can come because I hope whoever he get can cook and cut hair because he need a better barber than he got.
Uh,
That
uh,
barber is horrible.
Girl,
That bowl cut.
but
go sit in the corner here, let her. You on timeout.
yeah.
Clinton, what were you about to say?
No, I was just saying, man, you ain't never heard the term to get something you never had, you got to do something you never done.
Mmm.
You know, when you talk about the plan the road thing, just do it. If it don't work out, take the L and move on. It's not the end of the world. But we do that. We do that in other things, but we won't do it for love. What happens when you come out of college and you trying to get the job? You're gonna take the internship
It's
and you're
called
gonna do that
experience.
and you're gonna do the internship for free. You're gonna go play the role for free to try to get the job. But we won't do that for love. Man,
I
it's
have done
a
it and been. I'm and even gonna lie. I'm not even gonna. I did it for a guy. I went to his house was dirty. Cleaned his house, top to bottom, cooked, and this ninja had the nerve to tell me I was not marriage material. I said, "How?" Okay. After I did all of those things. So it goes back
But
to
you
what
dodged a bullet.
Yeah,
it goes back to
you
what Healing Hurt
did.
says. You have to be selective on who you do those things for. So yes, he did play me for a fool because he was. I should have known because he was that. I'm not saying he was a whore. He was a whore.
But
I
see,
literally.
that's usually what it is. We do it and feel foolish because we did it. Don't feel foolish in it.
I
Just
did.
know he's gonna miss out on that. And you did dodge a bullet and now you in a better environment. God always protects us. What don't
Yeah.
work out is usually because he got a direction better than what you was going with that distraction. So understand it helped you get used to being like you could get used to that type of road. That's what
But
it gets you
girl,
prepared
he
for.
and then eventually he was calling me, trying to get me back. No,
Of
sir, I don't want
course.
to talk to you no more. You
Right.
said I was
Like
criteria.
no.
Get your ass out of here.
But you look
Like
like
you
you
missed
took
them
your
get the road, Jack.
you
Right.
took your shot. You took your shot. I mean that's what it's all about. Just like coming from the perspective of a man and dating. We date women. We typically or traditionally pay for dates, right? So a lot of dudes will date a woman for 3-4 months. You might end up spending $2,000-3,000 over the course of those months dating her, taking her to
And
dinners, doing all
wastage,
that,
yeah.
and then she end up getting back with her ex, or she end up meeting a dude that's taller than you that make more money, and now you don't get your money back from that dating. You
You right.
just, you
You
know what I'm
right.
saying?
I didn't
So
think about it like that, clean, clean.
And see, that's the
yeah, it
thing
ain't no
too.
reimbursement for that. Like you just take the L. It's like I spent that bread on myself. I could have threw that in my 401k. I could have paid my car off early. I could have, and instead you spent it on a chick that the whole time she was kind of looking for something better than you.
I didn't even think about it like that, clean, clean. Hold on, let
Because
me
women
read
play
comments.
games the same
Yeah,
way men play games. We all play games.
yeah. Hold on, let me read some of these
Yep.
comments. Mama said women be knowing we just don't. Oh, okay, I read that already. Mama said I like good men, but haven't found one. I did all those things, and he chose a woman who didn't do any of those things: cooking, cleaning, all
It's
the
called insanity.
Mama said, LOL, he's so moody. Good luck. Baby Barack said he was the loser then, Mama. We all ain't perfect, so don't throw away the baby with the bathwater. Rinse his ass off and keep it pushing. You know what? I ain't never heard that one before, Baby Barack, but okay, I'm gonna use that one. Um, Mama said, Baby Barack, he chose her because she was young and dumb. LOL. Baby Barack said, dumb has no age limit or gender, Mama. Sounds like he was numb from the neck up himself. Yeah, that's what that sounds.
Sometimes people catch us at our vulnerable moment and we think we in love. So it's up to us to decide the red flags, how y'all put it. But it's common sense is not so common, but it's just you using your common
Yeah,
sense in anything. Like don't be so head over heels that you say, this person is playing me out and not
But
reciprocating.
dumb is fun.
But you
Dumb is
can tell
fun.
when somebody's feeling you. Like for a man, women, we not fit to just do all of that. So you could tell when a woman really want to be with a man because she's gonna do those things. Normally we say,
yeah,
I'm not doing none of
yeah.
those things till that right person come and you like, I do whatever you like. We
Healing her.
turn into the lady off of Coming to America. Whatever you like.
Mm-hmm.
Healing her.
Yeah.
You said it the nice way. I'll say it the rude way. Don't be so stigmatized for these men, okay, ladies? Don't get stigmatized by them, okay, the weak one, okay? Because it'll do it to you. I've been there
But
before.
see, basically, it goes back to that. We weren't supposed to be dipping in penises, testing them out. We
That's a
weren't.
fact.
Yeah.
We
That's a
not.
fact.
Seriously, and that's where we again. If we need to go back to the basics, y'all. I've been telling y'all that because a lot of us just was
Well,
raised in a perverse
but that
state
but
of mind.
that's when you go back. The thing that is the root of it all, even for what you just said, for what Stephen A. Smith saying, is like, you know, feminism, the feminist movement, it changed everything. You know
But
what
it
I'm
wasn't even
saying?
our movement. It was
Exactly, it
somebody that
wasn't.
didn't even look like us. We were doing right by our men.
Hmm.
We would take, because a lot of the men were in the military. So they took the checks and built the homes. But the other people, they weren't doing that. So they were looking at what we were doing and comparing it.